Hey, everyone, and welcome to another Wednesday podcast. This is the podcast where we try to focus on all the wins that are happening in our life because positivity in our lives is such a powerful tool for us mentally, physically, emotionally, and most importantly, spiritually. That's why I can't say this anymore. Most Wednesday mornings, sorry, Heather and I get together. Heather is my beautiful wife and co-host, and we like to get together and we just want to talk about positive things and things that are fun that are happening in the real world. And so, we missed last week. I am so sorry. It's my fault. Again, just the busyness of life lately has really just, wow, lots. And so we missed last week. We're sorry. But now, this week, we are back. And we are going to be starting out with Heather's wins.
Wins. Okay. I'm trying to think of all my wins.
I don't know.
I've noticed lately that I feel like I'm forgetting everything that happens.
Because we go 2 weeks without actually talking about it. You have 2 weeks worth of wins.
Okay. Wins. We have Lads to Leaders convention coming up soon. And it's really cute watching all those little kiddos in our puppet show. Because I help with the preschool to second grade group. And they're a lot of fun. So we're coming to a close on that soon. But it's been a lot of fun getting to watch how much those kids have grown. What else? Wins.
I really don't know. I hope people can't hear me eating, but I'm doing this on my lunch break. So I'm trying to multitask. Win for me, we'll trade off.
Okay.
A win for me, while you think, is this delicious butternut squash soup that I'm eating.
Oh, I'm on a soup kick lately. My family
Which is appropriate since it's cold again. Spring has not sprung as we thought it might.
It did for like 2 days, and then we went to a deluge. Is that the right word?
No idea. A deluge?
Isn't that like
Absolutely.
Isn't that like a heavy downpour or something? Can we look? Let's look that word up.
Wow, I had no idea. Deluge can refer to a few things: a great flood or downpour of rain.
I am so smart
You
today.
really are. Good night. That
Wow.
was amazing.
That's awesome.
I had no idea what deluge meant.
I knew a big word. So it rained for how many days straight? I don't know, 3 or
I think
4.
like 4, yeah.
Literally never thought the rain was going to end. We were under a tornado watch. We never had warnings, but we had a watch
For like 3 days.
literally. It eventually, to me, became like a boy who cried wolf kind of scenario, and I was kind of over it. And so by the last day, I was like, it's whatever. And I ignored them, and I didn't even watch the weather. But unfortunately, there was a lot of houses flooded, and that does make me really sad for them.
I was
But
listening to other podcasts, and that like even Kansas City was there were some podcasters I listened to out there. They had wild storms, and so
it's everywhere.
constant storms this past weekend were wild. There's flooding everywhere, and we're supposed to get rain again. This
Are you serious?
yeah. Hey, this
Why
would
does it
be
rain
really
every
good.
Sunday?
This would be really good with just our regular like chickpea pasta noodles that we use.
You think?
Yeah.
And I'm on a soup kick, so every week I'm making soups.
Soups are so cool to
And I
take
love
to
them.
lunch.
I love soup.
I try to be better about taking my lunch to the church building and eating it.
Yeah.
But I feel good. So today I put in sausage. So last night we had chicken sausage stuff from Aldi.
Italian chicken
And
sausage.
then today I put Kaneka sausage in it.
Is
I
it
think I
good
like
with
it
it?
with the Kaneka.
Yeah.
Because Kaneka is such a strong flavor. So good. So this recipe has feta in it, which I love feta. So yeah, very delicious. Okay, any other wins for you?
Okay.
Just giving us lads to leaders.
All right. My soup kick. What's another win?
I we started
remembering
men's
things.
Bible study. I'll keep talking while you think of one. I started a men's Bible study last week, which was awesome, which is kind of the reason why, not going to make excuses why we missed last week, was because I had lots to prepare for and storms to prepare for. And so there was a lot of pre-stuff that we had to do. But got all that figured out. Got men's Bible study figured out. It was wonderful. I enjoyed it. Super pumped. And then we had a good group, and it was sketchy weather, but we still had a good group.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like Wednesday to Sunday last week we got rain.
It really was.
Wow, that's a lot. And
Was Josie ever off school for any of that?
no, they never got out of school.
They had a snow day.
Yeah, Friday. They had an extra snow day, so they didn't use it. So they didn't have school Friday. Then what else happened? I ate at Jim and Nick's in Clarksville. Yum. Except I don't know if it makes it faster, but I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the walk-up counters in order.
You like to sit down?
That is gonna be a debate question. Okay.
Okay.
I like to sit down and order at restaurants like that where I'm
Yeah.
paying quite a bit of money. Like,
Yeah.
I want to sit down and order. So
Yeah, I agree.
then there's the new school Jim and Nick's are walk-up counters in order, which I'm not used to because I grew up in Birmingham, which is the originator. Not to sound snobby, but it is the originator of Jim and Nick's. And I love the food because I get the baked potato and you pay $12 and it's a massive meal, which is a hack if you ever go to Jim and Nick's.
I just like their biscuits.
Get the baked potato. Now, they still bring out as many biscuits as you want. So they come to your table and they say, okay, how many biscuits do you want? 2 apiece? And so they bring out 6. And they're like, do y'all want more biscuits? And I want a couple more. And Nick, so his wife listens to this. So, yeah, Sienna, your husband kept telling the person no, that we didn't want any more biscuits. And I was so mad.
Why didn't you say I do? He doesn't.
Well, because he was so quick on the draw. They would be like, they had like 80 employees, I feel like, working. Plenty of people to just be waiters and waitresses. But they would come by and be like, hey, do y'all want any? Are y'all good? And he'd be like, yep, we're good. No, we don't. No, we don't want cheese biscuits. And I'm like, they even asked us, like, y'all want any more biscuits? He was like, no, we're good. And I'm like,
He's just helping you out.
yeah, well, that wasn't helpful. But he was a good husband. He took
so
his
funny.
wife some lunch that day.
Where was mine?
I wasn't coming back to that. I was not coming home. I'm so sorry. But people are in the wrong place.
You know what's impressive?
What's impressive?
How fast grass grows when it's raining.
How fast grass grows when the people who own the house you're renting fertilize the grass. That's not very nice.
Yeah.
But men's Bible study, cool. Also, Epic Universe just opened up to content creators, and so we've been binge watching everybody walk through.
That's another win.
And it looks really cool.
So something I was going to talk about on this podcast this week was going to be that our 10-year wedding anniversary is coming up in July. And so I was going to ask everyone what we should do. We were originally going to do a just us two Disney trip for like a quick trip. And then I debated on us going to the new Epic Universe because it was actually going to be a lot cheaper to do that by a few hundred. And then I debated on us just hanging out around here, saving that money, or going to like Pigeon Forge or something. But since we already made that decision, so we canceled our original plan of Disney, just us two. And we changed it to go to Disney for Christmas with the girls and then take them to Epic, because our girls are obsessed with the How to Train Your Dragon movies and the series. And I mean, I love them as well. So we are taking them for Christmas. They already know. And so that's why we've been binge watching.
So we've been there's Nintendo World, there's Celestial Park,
which
Nintendo
is like
Park.
the gateway area.
Then there's the Dark Park.
Dark Universe, which is like all their like Frankenstein, werewolf, Dracula,
Invisible Man.
Not
a huge fan.
I don't really know.
The theming looks cool, but I just don't know how pumped I am about like darkness.
Yeah, I'm not really just a fan of the scary
The Ministry
stuff.
of Magic stuff looks cool.
Yeah,
the
that
ride
looks cool.
But they say the other Harry Potter world is way better.
They do?
Yes, that's what they said last night when we were watching that video.
Well, that's because I mean it's
Hogwarts and stuff. Yeah.
Different
and they say
areas.
the theming and everything is way cooler. But then there's
But we're going
Nintendo
mostly for
World
Nintendo World
and Isle of Berk.
and Isle of Berk. Those are like the main things we're going for,
Yeah.
because Georgia loves Mario. I love Mario. I grew up on
Yeah.
Mario. And then we all love How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Josie's like over here naming off all the dragons' names and all the people's names. And we're just over here looking at her like, how do you remember and know all this?
Yeah. But we
And
found out
so-
so my mother wants to go with us. And we usually if you do 5 people, 3 adults and 2 children, they automatically take you out of like a regular room rate and they force you into a bigger room.
So you can either do like a family suite,
Yeah.
2 rooms, or
Which 2
A
rooms
bigger
is
room.
a hack. But we figured you could do 2 value resort rooms. Would you think they would actually put those rooms together?
no, you can have a conjoining room though. Remember the room we had
Yeah.
this year also had like a
Do you
joining
think they
door.
would do that for sure? If it was
You would
under the
have to
same reservation?
call.
Yeah. So then Heather booked us because Heather's a world-renowned travel agent.
You're so funny.
She is. She's booked a lot of people lately. Thank you. And so yeah, they did all that. What? So we I totally lost my. Oh, so we figured out you can shut the door, please. You can
Stay at a moderate resort.
because there are 5-person sleeping rooms that they have, and it's. I don't want to say it's almost half the price.
It's a large chunk cheaper to just
than
stay at a
family
nicer
suite. Yeah.
resort, a moderate resort, and have one room,
Yeah.
which is on the Skyliner route,
Yes.
than it is to do a family suite at a value resort.
Yeah.
And so we found that out, and that's what we're doing.
And it was not a significant amount, but it was cheaper than doing 2 rooms.
yeah, lots.
But the room we're
Cheaper.
getting is sleeps 5. It's in the Caribbean Beach Resort, which
They have cute little child pull-down beds.
yeah, but it looks like you walk a lot. But that's okay. I need the walking. So I'm excited about that. We're going to do one big family trip around Christmas time to the beach and to Disney, which is going to be super fun.
Yeah.
Because we know, it's going to be awesome. And try to do Georgia's birthday comes in around that time too. So it's just going to be All of our Christmas and birthdays are wrapped into one.
Yep.
But we think we may try to find like a bed and breakfast or something around Clarksville to do. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we like to plan, stuff like that. Another cool win for me is I cleaned the garage, which the garage is already clean, but I'm an organization person. Like that's my only space in the house that I get to organize, and I know it won't get totally destroyed. So, unless they take their scooters, but I'm also making Heather park her car outside so that I can just keep it organized.
We don't own anything.
Yeah, like there's nothing in. Like there's a massive space. Like I could turn it into a legit gym if I wanted to, but that requires money. So. I just have it organized. I have all my hunting stuff organized, all my like duck call making stuff organized, all the like random kids stuff that we have organized. So it's awesome, and I love it.
Yeah.
And I love organization because it makes me feel better. And yeah, so got that done this past Saturday, which is phenomenal. And I think I'm about to. So with this men's Bible study right now, we've been doing it at. We started it. Been doing it. We've done one class, but we're doing it at the church building. But man, I really want to just have like a bring your own bag chair night, and you just bring your own chair and come and sit in the garage, and we'll just do. I don't know. It just seems manly in there. Plus, we have a TV in there, and yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I could, if I needed
That'd
the
be
TV,
fun.
I could use the TV.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And it just, there's like camo and like tools. So it's like, this is manly. Got my jet sled. Golf clubs are hanging up. I don't like stuff on the ground because I think if stuff gets on the ground, it's like if you've ever lived in the north, like any sort of anything in your yard becomes a drift hazard. Like snow will pile. Well, the same thing happens if stuff's on the ground. Dirt and leaves come into your garage and they just pile right there. So yeah, I am going to try and figure out. I want to start working out too because I got to get in shape for deer season.
I was going to say Disney. We got like 8 months.
Yeah, I've got big plans for deer season. All public land, but this is so cool. So we're next to Fort Campbell in Clarksville. Fort Campbell is massive, but Fort Campbell also is overran with deer. And they allow civilians to come in at 2:00 every day during deer season to go shoot and hunt deer. Well, I happen to know a guy in the Special Forces, and I know some other people that are in the military, and we're about to get after it. And then there's also a massive, like over, what was that? Like...
Why did it make that sound?
I'm so scared.
Is it about to catch on fire?
I don't know.
We had something crazy happen Sunday.
I'll tell you that story in just a second. Now I'm freaked out, but
it's caused like PTSD in us.
And so yeah, we're also the land between the lakes is a massive, massive, massive hunting area too in Tennessee. So that would be cool. So we're gonna duck hunt out there this year. So there is this place called Dover. It's a town, but there's this the waterfowl area where they draw blinds and everything every year. We're putting all of our money in the Dover basket this year. Like all of our drawing, we're gonna input for Dover this year. That way we can draw a Dover blind. Dover killed a lot of ducks this year. We did not in the Nashville Cheatham area. So what's going to be cool, though, is I can take a whole day off to go duck hunt in the morning and then just stay out there and go hunt one of my spots in LBL. That would actually be sick.
There you go. You've got it figured out.
Oh, that's a good idea. So I'm excited. I'm excited that I have found a community of dudes that like to hunt. Okay,
Yeah,
other
that's
guys
true.
that hunt,
Yeah.
no, it's not just super fun to go hunt by yourself. You want to share the memories and stuff, like hunting camp, hunting club type stuff.
Yeah.
So I found a community of dudes that like to hunt, and I'm going to get after it this year. And I don't want to spend a lot of money doing it. I already own all the stuff. So, and this state has a bunch of acreage that you can go hunt for free. So I'm not going to waste money on a hunting club or a lease or anything. Now, hopefully when the girls get older, I'll be able to take them some places that are not so... I don't think it'd be dangerous to take them. At this age, it would not be the smartest thing, but... Yeah, and if they want to go hunt, guess what? They can drive down to their grandpa's house and
that's
go
true.
shoot a deer. But yeah, okay, so funny story. This past Sunday, remember all the rain we were talking about? Well, the church building I work at has a massive steeple on top of it. Massive. And where it joins up with the roof, it leaks underneath it, and some water was dripping from the ceiling. Well, it had dripped in, I didn't know this, but it dripped onto one of the chandeliers that's hanging in our auditorium, and I guess it blew up a light bulb. That's what happened.
It was scary.
It just straight blew up a light bulb because it got into something.
It popped, and
All of
then
a
the
sudden
light
you
bulb
hear-
fell from
Yeah.
the ceiling all the way down.
Yeah. It was
And there was
wild.
smoke rising, and it was so scary.
Yeah. And
It was
was
very scary.
It was funny because in my Bible class at the moment I was doing it, as I was preaching or teaching in my Bible class, I was reading Ephesians chapter 5. What was it? 5? Yeah. Ephesians chapter 5, like verse 9-ish, where it's a quote. And it's like, awake, O sleeper. And then all of a sudden, like, I was quoting that, and it was like, and everybody was like, ah!
It was so
Literally,
scary.
everybody was awake at that moment. So,
It was so scary.
all is good, and everything is awesome. And, I mean, we do have a beautiful, beautiful auditorium. It's just sometimes stuff like that leaks. And so I'm sure it's getting fixed. But yeah, it made for a wild Sunday morning,
It was.
but it was exciting. And, but yeah, lots of stuff. It's beautiful weather today. I'm trying to change my eating habits. Heather and I have been trying to do intermittent fasting, and we're doing pretty good.
I was going to say, we're doing good.
I just need to like lessen the amount I eat in that window of time because I feel like it's like a race to make sure I don't starve to death. So,
Yes,
but
that too.
I've been sleeping better because I don't eat late in the night. But yeah, I love chocolate, and there's chocolate in my office. So, and Heather bought Reese's eggs yesterday.
I was starving, and it was a moment of weakness, okay? Don't go to the store when you're hungry.
Yeah,
It doesn't end well. You end up going home with things you don't need, like Reese's.
yeah.
And something told me, I was like, I bet you Josie is going to want all the hot pink eggs in this thing. Sure enough, what did she go and grab? The hot pink ones. I was right. She did. What else was I thinking about?
Next week is tax day.
What does that mean?
It means you got to pay your taxes or go to jail.
Oh. Wonderful.
Men's breakfast is this weekend. You have any ideas on what I should eat?
We can do egg casseroles.
That's so much.
It's really probably the easiest thing to do. French toast casseroles?
No, guys aren't really into that.
Oh, really?
I could make a bunch of stuff again. Pancakes.
Oh, and that's not hard. That's not a lot of work.
Pancakes and bacon and eggs.
That sounds like so much work.
Okay, if we do egg casseroles, we need to do 3 of them, like we did last time.
Okay.
I'll make bacon and pancakes at the church building.
Okay. That's not hard.
Okay.
Are you getting like just add water?
Yes, that's what I did last time.
Cool.
I'm going to need to ask some folks to help this time.
You know what? That is a good idea.
Anybody else have a problem with asking people to help you? That's me and Heather. So
Yes,
I will
we are
ask
a
for people to
do-it-yourselfer
help
family.
this time because there is going to be a lot of moving parts if I'm making that and that and that. So, and eggs are so expensive right now, aren't they?
Oh no, yeah, never mind.
That's okay. It's still cheaper than really everything else, but
Oh, you know what I just remembered?
what?
They changed rope drop at Disney.
Oh my.
So you don't have to get like to a point and stop
Oh,
for
yeah.
30 minutes. You get to
I
go
wonder how
straight
that's going to
to
work though.
you get to go straight
Is
to
it,
your
why do you think they did that?
because it's annoying. Because it defeats the
Do you
purpose
think
of rope
people are
drop.
running too much?
Yes, and it just becomes like you have people bunched up in one spot for 30 minutes until it's time to go.
Yeah.
So it's just not.
So now you can run all the way to Frozen?
Yep, now you can go. Well, no, I don't know if Epcot is doing that, but
What
I know
is?
Magic Kingdom did that.
Oh. It's
Yeah.
not all Disney parks?
I don't know if it's all Disney parks or not. I just saw about Magic Kingdom changing their.
Do you think it's faster from the World Showcase entrance or
World
from
Showcase.
the Epcot Ball entrance
World Showcase.
to get to Frozen? Are you sure?
Yes, definitely. Because it's.
Then why is nobody... The World Showcase entrance was open last time, but nobody beat us there.
Actually, I take that back. Going to Frozen, it's the same point, same amount.
Do you think everybody stops at Remy's, though?
Yeah. I think a lot do.
That may be why. I'm just thinking, since we're going to be doing... we're doing whatchamacallit. Since we'll be doing Skyliner, I'm just wondering.
I think a lot do. Go. We ran all the way to Frozen from the World Showcase that one
And we
time.
walked on. It was awesome.
Yep.
Crushed it.
Yep.
Epcot is the best.
Rope drop is an athletic sport.
Yeah.
It should have its own sport
Well,
category.
when somebody forces you to get up super early. Like we were, I still remember the worst thing was Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. If you have any sort of knee problems or you have long legs, don't even attempt it. So yeah, that's miserable. They need to make that. That should be like updated.
Georgia this morning said, I can't wait to go on Space Mountain again.
That's a miserable ride
And I
too.
was like,
They need to update these rides to be a little. Now, Space Mountain, I can sit in comfortably, but
Test Track is opening back up.
Seven Dwarfs is miserable. Like I can't ride that. I rode it once. I don't even know if I can ride Tron.
I don't really want to. It looks scary. I don't like things like that.
Is it like? But apparently, like Hagrid's motorcycle thing,
Is just like it.
possibly.
Probably.
Huh.
Yeah, no thanks.
Never been on any of that. But yeah, so that's about 30 minutes. I think that's pretty good for a day.
Oh, I have a question.
Okay.
This came to me in the shower. So, what is one thing you own that you wouldn't even give to your worst enemy?
What is yours?
Our trash can.
Oh, well, that's just we're cheap people and we don't think to go.
That was
buy
a nice trash can.
Yeah, it's hard to just. I can glue it though. I'm about to glue that step on. Actually, I'll do that when I get home today in my beautiful man cave garage. I also got a weed eat. Okay. What's the worst thing about lawn mowing? It's not mowing. It's weed eating. We have so much to weed eat.
Not really.
Okay. You do it.
No, I'm scared of a weed eater. They scare me.
Oh, at least the battery's charged. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, what would I not give people? I love all the things that I own. I really don't know. Do we have anything else bad in our house?
No. Just our trash
I have
can.
some elk horns that are in our garage that I'll probably put up in my cool little area now. Hang them up. So cool. Yeah. Okay. Well, have a great day. We thank you for listening and share with your friends. And yeah, I'm going to ask a debate question on the Facebook group. So go to the Facebook group and comment on it. So I forgot what it was. Do you remember what it was? Oh, no.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, be positive to the people in your life, be encouraging. And yeah, we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.